tonight. A little something to whet your appetite.
Hold on, let me do that again. Okay, kind of rusty. You ready?
Pressing the button?
Yeah. I can't remember how to press the button. Because you go red button, then to record.
Let me tell you what you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite. And it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk. Check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo. And I hope you like this show. Wow. Yeah.
Ooh, Carmen, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy 101.
Mm-hmm.
The return
Oh, hey.
of the Sweet Gravy.
Manses.
How you doing? Welcome back. We've taken about a month off.
We did.
It's been a while since we've been here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? Was it nice to take a break? The last time we put out, I'm gonna interrupt you before
Okay.
you start to talk, okay? Because we haven't done this for a while, so we're kind of out of sync. Because I forgot.
You are now entering
No, don't
a
do
stinky
that.
goat cheese
Come
of
on,
a sandwich.
just get to the damn shit.
Why do you hate that so much?
Just get to it.
A lot has happened since we've had episodes. We traveled across the country. You graduated. You're done with school.
Mm-hmm.
You had some nice photos taken with your cap and gown.
Yeah. I got one really good one out of the capping. I'm not a picture person.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's taking pictures and they're just click, 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 and then you got all these shitty photos. Why don't people just wait until you're ready?
But Carmen, everybody's got to have their photo.
Okay, but just wait until I'm ready, then we all have a good photo.
No. Oh, you got pictures.
You the
with-
worst at it. You just click, click, like you.
I take a million
someone. I
pictures.
know, it's the worst thing.
And then the funny thing is, I started doctoring the pictures, and so did other people. They started putting my head on your head on my head. Narragansett Shandy,
You start doing
Dell's Shandy. No,
Yeah.
there are also other people that
that.
were
Kirk, what are you
feed-
doing?
feeding me those pictures.
You see what I'm saying?
And
That's
then,
ridiculous.
Like, I got an extra long arm, and it's going around this giant.
Oh my
Shandy
God!
can.
It turned into. See, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that
you
it
be-
turned
you're
into
your
this.
meme in the group chat.
That's funny.
Yeah, but congratulations, you put in a lot of hard work,
Oh, thank you.
and yeah, you got to see the mayor of Portland, South Portland.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care about her?
I didn't know who she was until the graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like I'm going on there and I'm like, who's the mayor? I don't know who the mayor of most places are.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't even know the name of our mayor here.
No.
If you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
But even in Michigan, if you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm never like, if somebody was to ask me like, what's the mayor? I'm like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna know.
You don't know.
Mm-mm.
That's funny.
Yeah, those are important offices that we probably should pay attention to.
You're supposed to know those people because
Right.
you were the one that put them into their place.
I didn't.
You
The other
didn't.
people did.
The other people did.
Yeah,
We had a
I barely vote for the president, let alone the mayor.
we had a friend that was like, everybody vote for the smallest thing." You
Like,
know,
okay, we're going to.
we're going, and you lied to her, and you said you were
Yeah,
going. to.
girl, I ain't never even been there before. I don't feel like waiting in that line.
Uh-huh.
I be having shit to do. I don't feel like doing a whole thing.
Right,
Yeah, is it irresponsible? A little
Mm-hmm.
tiny bit.
right.
But
Oh well,
yeah, oh well.
oh well. That's how the world changes.
I'm that person who's like, oh, everybody else is gonna go anyways.
Yeah, they gonna
Like,
fix it.
And then you got a million people like me, and then nothing gets done.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely part of the problem.
Uh huh. But it's okay.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
We traveled around the country looking for our next place to live,
Yeah.
and that was fun.
That was a interesting trip.
Uh-huh.
What did you think? Just getting out and just being away from work for a
It
little
was nice to travel again.
bit? Right.
I wish we could have had a vacation. This was not a vacation.
No, it was all work.
We really we had to meet these people. We looked at apartments and
Tour after tour after tour.
tour after tour
Checking
after
out
tour.
apartments. So yeah.
Some people were nice, some people were not nice. We found out that you know, even if you make your appointment and you get there, they might not even be there anyway, you know. So
Yeah.
you might as well just show up to places and be
It's
like,
just the whole circuit.
"Hey, I'm here." And then the prices of places changed when we left and when we got there and then before we got there, you know.
Yeah, the prices went up,
Fluctuating.
fluctuated probably like I think they went up in Columbus too because we checked out Columbus.
Mhm.
But Florida is another place we checked out, and the prices went up a lot more in Florida.
Mhm.
But they also went up they went up everywhere.
Everywhere.
So it's just those are specific places we checked. But when I look at other little places, or like I think about people who live in Boston right now, how are you affording to like when we were there, and we asked them about asking questions to Uber drivers
when
and
we went
stuff.
to the Ween concert,
Right.
right, at the House of Blues.
And the guy was like, "It's $3,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how are the people affording to pay for this?
Yeah.
And now it's probably way more than that. So, I don't know. It's
How much can it be though?
Right, how much
Like,
can
what's
you
the
charge?
cap? Like, where do you say
how do you
enough?
go from like
You know?
what did I tell you? I said I went to Jay's Oysters. That's one of my places in town.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I love that place. So I'll go there and I'll get food. And their prices have increased so much for crab legs just because the fishermen have to pay more money for gas, and then they gotta all
Yeah.
that stuff
Everything
been
trickles
factored
down.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. How much were the crab legs?
It was $150
Uh-huh.
and it was
For an
$35
order
last
of
year.
crab legs?
Order. It was $35 last year.
We went to a seafood boil place. It was called the Shaking Crab,
Yeah.
and that was about $100.
For 2 people.
Yeah, but you got a lot of stuff.
But it's also not on the water.
Right.
Like you pay for that waterfront property. They're grabbing it
Jay's
straight off.
Oyster?
Yeah. They're grabbing it straight
Yeah.
off the water. They
It's
have
right there.
fishermen that literally go right into the water. And so you paying for the freshness and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. Like at the Shaking Crab, I'm sure I'm pretty sure it was kind of frozen.
You don't think those crab were walking around
No,
before?
I don't think they're.
Maybe
I
not.
think they're walking around probably like 4 years
4
ago.
years ago? Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah, it's been an interesting trip. One of the things that I liked when we were in the Columbus area, and also I like the food in Orlando too. I really like some of the stuff that we got, like that little cafe we went to. Give me all those eggs. I'm like, shit.
Was it the glass knife?
It might have been. No, it
Where
wasn't
I
the
got
glass
the-
knife. It was the other one.
I got a creme brulee donut.
Yeah.
Oh man, and they just had this sheet of
Uh,
ice, sugar,
No, it
crystallized
was
sugar.
crystallized sugar. Yeah,
Oh man, it was like it literally was like glass.
it was.
Yeah,
They did a good
it
job.
was so, and then like a creme brulee like filling
Yeah.
on the inside of the donut. It was
The pastry cream filling, yeah.
the most amazing thing.
It was good. I
yeah.
tasted a piece. It was pretty good. So I love the food. I like the creativity and the stuff they doing down in Florida, man. That's the type of food I like to be around.
Uh-huh.
But in Columbus, the food was so damn cheap. Like
Uh-huh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
We went to go. We were in this area of Columbus, and we went to one apartment, and then I looked on my phone, and then I was like, well, there's a place up here, so we just walked up to that place. And then there was a place across the street from that place, so then we looked at that place too. So we did 3 like right in a row.
Yeah, we checked out 3 places right in a row.
And then like I look up at the sky, and then your phone like was like, oh, it says there's gonna be a thunderstorm.
It's severe warning.
but you were like, that's strange. And I was like, should we go to the Walgreens? And you're like, I don't know. I was like, we're gonna drown in here. I'm looking at the sky. It's
Well,
it's
you
completely
said
dark.
the Walgreens. It was like, okay, that's a good idea. Let's go to the Walgreens. And then shit got real so quickly. Within seconds, it was like, okay, we're not gonna make it across the street to the Walgreens.
Yeah. So we go into this little what would you call it?
Bar restaurant type
Bar
deal.
restaurant type deal.
What do
called
they call
Yogi's.
them? Dive bars or
It
whatever.
wasn't a dive bar. It's a classy joint.
Oh,
It's classy.
is dive bar supposed to be ghetto?
It's a dive. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I just thought they caught all those places like that. It was a large place, but the people was kind of shoddy.
They were all friends there. You could tell that those people all
We're
know each other.
locals and stuff,
They're
yeah.
all locals, and they were, flirting with the bartender lady. You're like, I don't know about that. You're like, how do they do that? Flirt with those men all the time, saying stuff all the time.
No, bartenders have a hard time because men are disgusting sometimes. They want to come in and be like, yeah, that ass look nice today. It's like, excuse me, can you not say that? Can you just like not look at my butt?
But maybe the one woman
And
out
she's like,
there-
thanks. Like,
like,
she
"Thanks,"
just, she
yeah.
goes with it because you want to get the tip.
Right.
It's like, that is like prostitution.
So we go in there, and right before we get inside the door, it just starts to pour. I think we were a little soaked whenever we walked in. We only went 10 feet
We got hit right when we were coming in.
right when
so
we were coming in.
yeah.
And then we look out, and there is this man walking, and he had long hair, and his hair was just blowing in the wind. It was
in front of him.
It was like 3 feet, his hair. It was in front of him. Like the wind was blowing from his back and then forward, and it was just all
Like
out
if
front.
you took a shower and you were washing your hair and it was in front of you.
yeah.
He was walking like that.
But it was flying, Carmen.
Yeah.
And he was just walking out there, and he was soaked. He looked miserable. I couldn't believe. He's like,
It was too
this
late.
is my life
he
now.
already done. At
Yeah.
that point, all his food, he had food in his hand.
He probably went to White Castle, which was right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, that's the thing. We could have went to White Castle, but
I really wanted to hit up a Skyline Chili.
yeah, we got to try that at some point.
Well, no, I've tried it before. I know what it is.
Oh, I don't-
You've
I've-
got to try it at
Yeah.
some point. Yeah. Or Gold Star, either way.
I know, but those are good for like spots to like take home. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to like hang out. I'm not going to any White Castle trying to eat my food there
Huh?
unless I'm waiting.
Well,
on.
technically, you don't really, unless you're hanging out with somebody. People typically, it's a drive-through. It's the White Castle. You
Right.
don't really eat there.
Yeah, I'm not. Or Skyline Chili. I'm okay with not sitting
No,
there.
but they're
having a
chili
meal.
dogs, so you got to eat it then. Otherwise, they get soggy.
Well, then I say, let me get the chili.
No,
on
you
the
can't
side.
get it on the side, Carmen. You tried Waffle House for the first time?
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it.
No?
It was really bad.
You did not like the Waffle House experience.
It was something that it was really, really, really bad.
Uh-huh.
I thought, and I think because I had
You thought that Waffle
I
House.
thought
was-
Waffle House was just not that bad.
Right.
Damn, how you gonna be worse than Denny's?
You thought. Well,
I
it
didn't know
is,
they're worse
though.
than.
Like, I know what a Waffle House is, and it is worse than like
I didn't know
categorically,
that.
it's worse than it's like the bottom
At least
tier.
Denny's got standards. Damn. At least they gonna do the same thing every time. You gonna get one scoop this time. You are gonna get one scoop the next time.
Well,
like
they do
that-
the same thing at Waffle House.
I'm not sure that's
Yeah,
true.
they do. Because you can get your hash browns, a single order, a double order, a triple order, and so they all have it measured out. And so you know how many hash browns you're going to get whenever you order them. The whole thing, yeah.
I didn't like anything about Waffle House.
You didn't like
I
it?
feel like, and then Kirk was putting Tabasco on that food,
Mm-hmm.
on those hash browns, and I don't know what it was, but them smells were mixing. I was like, this food got to be spoiled.
Tabasco is mainly vinegar. So
Okay, but normally Tabasco don't bother me like that. But I'm looking at the food.
You were-
I'm
you
seeing
looked
how bad it
so
looked.
disgusted at me, like whatever we
And you
were.
were like, "What's up?" And I'm just like,
and then when we leave, you were very polite because typically you want to cause a scene.
"What I'm gonna do? Send
You wanna
us
go,
back?"
"Oh!"
When
and,
it's
like,
that bad,
yeah.
they can't do no better.
No, that's
There's
it.
no point.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And you said, "Was that as good as you remember?" And I said, "Yeah, it was about on."
Damn,
point."
why didn't you
Because
say
it was
that?
never good, Carmen.
Why did we go there?
Because we needed a place to group ourselves and figure out where we were gonna go look for
But
apartments.
we had at least 2 or 3 options. You was
No.
like Waffle House. I had the other place. I was gonna go to the other place.
What was it?
I forgot. I
See,
can't remember.
one must not
But
be
it
that
was,
important.
I don't know what it was, but you was
Uh-huh.
like Waffle House. I'm like, sure, Waffle House. I've heard a lot about that. I think they need to be shut down indefinitely.
Shut it down.
this is unacceptable. You
Uh-huh.
can't serve food like that. And like, how are you doing these people like that? And some people that go there, they're like,
Yeah.
here for breakfast every day.
Every
reading
day
my
I'm
paper.
here. Yeah, the guy that walked in with us, and then like he sat down.
Mhm.
He was like, pecan pancake. It was out in two seconds. He
Yeah.
ate it. He left. He was out. That's
Yeah,
where he gets his
that's where he
breakfast.
go.
Yeah. 'Cause he's in. He's out. He's gone.
Man, thinking about it makes me disgusted.
Boy,
Because I don't know. It's just that
that's gonna become our thing.
No, it's not.
Why?
You want to go there again?
Yeah, we'll be like
What was worse, that or Helen's? Because I feel like Helen's was better than that.
Helen's is
damn
a gem,
shit.
Carmen.
Apparently.
Helen's is a gem. It's the most beautiful
A roast
restaurant.
beef sandwich on white bread smothered in gravy,
It's
and the
not
roast
gravy,
beef was
yeah.
so damn tough you couldn't even eat it. It was like, how y'all giving this to people? But then you had Waffle House, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
Helen's
makes
might
sense.
not be.
Yeah. Helen's might not be as bad as what you
Yeah.
thought it was, huh?
Table a little wobbly, but we can work with that. Jesus Christ! But yeah, it was definitely a eventful trip. We saw a fight in Florida.
We saw a fight in 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Things never change. It don't matter where you go. We go to 7-Eleven down the corner where you might see a fight. We go to 7-Eleven in Orlando. You might see a fight.
it's too many things. It's too many things there.
Mhm. But this was
Too many things to buy. You get too much of a demographic of customers.
in the broad daylight, about noonish.
Mhm.
And what was I looking for? I was looking for Tums, and I was going to say this because I haven't had a Tums in like 4 days.
Press the clap.
I can't
got a
get to
clap
it.
on there?
No, I can't get to it. I don't.
There you go. Clap for Kurt.
Yeah, I haven't had a Tums in like 4 days, Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
I've been settling down on the spicy foods a little bit, taking it a little easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feel good.
That's good. You didn't.
Anyway.
Did you use the jalapenos that was in there for tacos last night?
Nope.
Good job.
Yeah,
Check
that was
you
good.
out.
That was good. And the salsa you got wasn't really that spicy.
Mhm.
I went to the store where there's this local brand of salsa. They make a chipotle tequila salsa. It's the best thing ever.
You like that?
And I was looking at it today, and I almost bought it. And I was like, nope. 4 days,
You
no
could taste
Tums.
the tequila.
4 days, no Tums.
It's spicy, but the tequila, like my whole thing about that specific combination is that you could taste the tequila.
Huh?
I don't like liquor.
You don't
in
like
my
liquor?
food. No, I like it separate.
Mhm.
I don't like it in my food.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not a tequila person, anyways. Tequila is a strong flavor to put in food.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, "We're gonna use this for salsa."
That's why you put it in there, yeah.
Yeah,
Because it is a strong flavor.
it's a really strong flavor for food.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the fight in 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. So I was getting my Tums, and then this lady spat in this worker's face.
Yeah.
And then she.
I mean, we didn't see it happen. We just walked in. We walked in, and a lady was doing something, and the other lady was like, "You need to get out of the store."
Uh-huh.
They kept arguing, and then supposedly she spit in her face.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not saying she didn't either.
Uh-huh.
But I think that lady was gonna beat her up regardless if she spit or not.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm
She
saying.
just wanted her out the
She
store.
just wanted her out of the store,
Right.
whether she did anything or
Whether
not.
she did
it
anything
was
or
like
not, right.
because she was doing something for her to want her kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, first off, you walk in there and you go to get a soda or anything. All that stuff is locked up.
Yeah, they like. Well, the beer was
Or
locked
the beer,
up.
all the beer, wine, all
Right.
that stuff is locked on the coolers, which means they have problems.
They
with
have
the-
issues with the people that are around there. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
already
When we were at the hotel we were staying at, we stayed at a nice the Marriott downtown Orlando.
yeah.
It was a nice hotel
It was decent.
on the inside.
Yeah.
There was some
On the outside, okay.
there was some Kenyan. Was he? What politician was he?
He was like a Brazilian government person. Not the president, but he was like somebody high
like an
up
ambassador or something.
or something. Yeah.
And so there were like police always like outside of our hotel while we were there,
Mhm.
and like Secret Service people.
Yeah.
And you're like, they don't look that secret.
Well, first off,
You
they
know,
was standing
like-
in the lobby the whole night, and I go down to smoke a cigarette, and they looking at me. It's like, what the fuck
What
you?
is she gonna do?
I'm like, who are these people? I didn't
Uh-huh.
know who they were until the night. I thought, remember when we came in, we were like, did somebody get into a fight in a
Right, yeah,
hotel?
because there were police cars out there and everybody, but they were getting rid of the paparazzi. But the paparazzi was just like one guy out in the corner.
Yeah, it's like, dude, leave him alone. He's trying to take a picture of your unimportant
He
ass.
wants a picture of it. He's probably he's probably from the area, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get him. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get my photo of him.
Well, in the morning, it was probably altogether about 7 people out there. Like 2 people with cameras, 2 people with microphones, and
Right.
then like 3 just standard 5 people.
Yeah.
And then I asked the guy at the valet, I said, what these people here for? He's like, oh, some type of Brazilian big person or something. So they're waiting. And I'm like, nobody know who you are.
Yeah, nobody knows who he
There's
is, but they
not-
do though. They do though, because there were people waiting for him.
The 7 people,
Yeah.
they're the only ones who knew who he was.
That's right.
If they didn't have all that stuff going on,
Imagine
he
Carmen.
would have walked right through and nobody would have known.
Imagine Carmen, if you go to, let's say you go to France. You're staying at a hotel. It's not the nicest hotel, but it's okay.
Hmm.
And then you go, oh, you got to take the cap off of that. And you walk outside of your hotel, and then there's 7 people out there. They're like, Carmen. You know how weird that would be?
Yeah.
But not a bunch of people.
Yeah, it needs to
It's
be
just
more
7
than
people.
7. To
No,
me.
you only get 7 people.
That's the only people who knew who he was.
But that's the only people that will know you.
yeah.
Right?
It's like you might be important somewhere else in another spot,
Right.
but in a downtown Marriott.
But 7
like,
people knew him, Carmen. Isn't that enough?
But I'm pretty sure they paid or like them people came with them or
Yeah,
something.
probably from the
like,
news or
hey,
something.
stand out there, look important. He's gonna be
He's
here.
gonna
You
be
can
here.
get the story.
Yeah.
It's like, and then there's people on the right side from the smoking area, and they're just standing there.
I'm like, what's going on over there?
They standing there waiting on him to come
Oh,
out,
really?
so to get him, so his car can go that way and get out. And it's like, I'm sorry, dude. Nobody know who you are.
Uh-huh.
The valet was like some Brazilian dude. I guess he's important. It's like these young kids, like it just wasn't anybody there who knew who he was. And then you go to Starbucks inside the hotel. Them young girls, they ain't know who he was either.
Right. Why would they?
They like Secret Service came in for him to get a coffee.
Uh-huh.
They don't know who
And they didn't
he
look
is.
that secret.
No.
Right.
But they just had suits on. But they stand up the whole night.
Uh-huh.
Because I was down there late because you fell asleep. So I was down there talking on the phone till probably like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back down probably 7 in the morning. They were still there.
Right. Yeah.
So
That's
they're
their
there all
job.
night.
That's their job. But what I was going to say was whenever you leave that hotel, there's like a bunch of highways. The highway's like right there next to it. And it's an overpass. Well, there's an underpass. I don't know which one it is. But there is a bunch of people sleeping down there. So,
Under.
which is right next to the 7-Eleven. So, yeah, I imagine that they have some issues with the locks on the coolers.
Yeah.
Was my point. And then the lady, she gets the lady out of the store, and then she comes back and she tries to get behind the counter.
She comes back and she's like, so what would you guys like? And the manager was like, go in the back.
He was like, "Get out of here!"
She beat this lady right out the store. I
beat the lady out
I
the
thought
store.
you had to move out the way. I thought you almost got punched in the face.
No,
I'm like, she getting this lady up out of here.
no. I hid the Tums was in front. I used it as a little block.
Yeah. And then I laughed. You was like, don't laugh. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
said, "Don't
why?
laugh." Yeah, don't laugh. This is serious.
I know, but it's awkward. And I laugh when it's awkward.
Right.
It's just a thing. But I don't know. That was interesting. We also went to a taco place down there that I was like, oh my God.
You really wanted to go get this taco place?
I just wanted, I
You
just
wanted
picked something
tacos.
in the area.
No, but you wanted those tacos
Not them specifically.
because I had picked something else, and then you were like, "Okay, we'll get it."
Well, I wanted more than what we got. I wanted to order Mexican corn and all that, but when we got there, we realized, like, first off, they are not making food for our kind. They're making food for their own people. They're authentic. They're whatever.
It was
Like,
a young man and a young girl were working. They had this little like grill going on, and then there was like this older man, and they were all speaking the Spanish.
mm-hmm.
And when we walked in, we had to wait maybe like 5 minutes. But there was nothing going on. You know, they
Just a guy was ordering food while he was eating. He was eating and then like
saying,
telling his order.
2 more of these.
I'll take 2 more
of them."
tacos, 2 more this, and they're making it while he's eating a full meal.
Yeah.
It's like, look at yourself. Like, and we trying to order food, and then we order the food, and then they bag up the food, and then they give your food to the man that was sitting there ordering food.
The guy that was already there and ordered again as he was eating. He got my meal.
Right.
And then we all 4 of us knew that they gave
Yeah.
me, and the
I saw
man
it,
and
and
the
I'm
woman.
looking at her when she came over there, and she's like, "Where's the food?"
There's
I'm
only
like,
one. There's only one kid, and she doesn't even ask. Like, oh, did you to the other guy? Like, did you give it to him? She just starts to make it again.
Cause she knew too, and then I'm looking, and then you look at me because you knew I was getting to the
You
point
were about
where
to
I was
explode.
about to
I
explode.
saw the steam coming out of your ears. You're like, you wanted to explode. You're like, oh, but what are you gonna do, right?
And then you was like, relax, and I'm like, just give your food to them. They don't even have your food.
Yeah,
Don't you?
even have your food. They're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. It's okay.
Well, we got the what is it? The pineapple Warito.
Joritos.
What is it?
Joritos.
Joritos?
Jay makes an
H.
H sound. Yeah.
I know. I say why.
I don't know.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. Joritos.
The
Yeah.
Jorito.
Yeah.
The pineapple.
Yeah. Amazing.
That's pretty good.
The best. It's the
Yeah.
best soda ever.
Man, I wish I would have tried a different
Pineapple
flavor.
Fanta's pretty good too.
Pineapple Fanta is good, but I wish I would have tried a different flavor because they're pineapple. That's the first time I've ever had that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A Joritos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go get you some.
Because I just never think to.
No, I'll
to
get you
it.
some.
Yeah.
The tamarind's pretty good.
I don't see. That's probably the reason I've never had it.
The Tutti Fruities were good. The fruit punch.
I need just a
You
regular.
imagine a fruit punch soda? Like Hawaiian punch is Hawaiian punch, but it's not a
I
soda.
literally got you Tahitian treat.
Okay.
That's a fruit punch soda, and that's the best fruit punch soda in the world, and everyone knows that.
I don't know.
A Tahitian treat?
Cactus Cooler's pretty good. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
fruit
people
punch?
talk about that.
It's the same brand.
Tahitian treat is pretty good though.
Yeah,
Didn't you like it?
it's okay. It's a little too sweet. You know what? The Tahitian treat would be good as a float, like a nice ice cream float with Tahitian treat. That would be amazing.
An ice cream float?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like ice cream and soda. That's a weird thing.
So no ice cream soda, no tequila and salsa. Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much it.
No, it's not.
Some things don't need to be mixed.
Uh-huh.
I saw this post online recently, and it said, ketchup don't go with anything, actually.
Yeah.
And then I had to sit there and think, and I'm like, I'm okay with not having ketchup on most things.
Sometimes I'll put it on fries, but I'd
Yeah.
rather have something else with my fries.
I'm okay without it on fries.
Yeah, I'm okay with not having ketchup on fries, but sometimes I'll do it. But you
It's
gotta.
because it's a thing that people just do.
It's just something that people do. But I would rather have not ketchup on anything. The thing is, they say that ketchup covers up flavors, where other condiments they complement the flavors.
Mhm.
Right. So whenever you like put ketchup on a burger, you get a ketchup burger.
That's why I do. Most of the time, I'll do just mustard. I don't do ketchup on a
Right.
burger. I'll do ketchup on a hot dog,
Mm-hmm.
but that's pretty much it.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. When she said that, it just made me look at it. I'm like, I think she's right. I don't think it goes with everything. So we also had a whole Uber ride with we had a bunch of interesting Uber drivers the entire time we were
Mm-hmm.
driving around.
Yeah.
What do you think your
Because
favorite was? Because
we,
we had a
uh,
couple interesting ones.
We Ubered everywhere we went, and it ended up costing about the same as renting a car.
Right.
You know, it was about equal.
Especially because how we did it.
Yeah.
So
Because we would go to an area and then walk around and go from place to place.
yeah.
Except one day when we were in Florida, we didn't map it out the way we should have.
Yeah.
And so we went from one end of town to the other end of town
Yeah.
to the other end of town. I felt kind of dumb that day, but
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one guy. Whenever we left after the storm, at the Yogis,
Yeah.
at the thunderstorm,
Mm-hmm.
this guy he just pulls up in a van, a Honda Odyssey, and you get in first. And then you were just looking at you're staring at me like you're so angry. Like what? I'm like, why is this girl so angry at me? What's she angry at? Then I get in, and I look, and there's like stuff.
There's stuff
all
it's like,
over this
it looked
van.
like cigarette ashes everywhere, all over the console, all over the seat, all
There's
over
like stuff
everything.
everywhere. And then
What the fuck is that stuff?
and then I look at the driver, and he's got his arm like over the little middle
Yeah.
section onto the other seat, so his hands like right in front of my face, you know, and it's all skin. His
It literally
skin is
all
like
the
peeling
dust
off.
in the car. It looked like somebody dropped the ashtray everywhere, all over the damn car. And I'm like, what?
like a full ashtray, you know, poker night,
just the
1970s,
just the white
you
part
know?
of the ashes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I look at his arm, and I'm like, that's his
That's his
arm.
skin. It's his skin. It's
I'm
his
like,
body all
and I'm
over.
trying
it.
not to. I'm like, I gotta cover my nose. This shit getting in our mouths and noses. If it's this much,
And then he's trying to talk to us.
he's having a whole
He's
conversation.
having a whole conversation about stuff we should check out and places to look for apartments. And then it just starts to smell like pee-pee. It smells like pee-pee in this.
I mean, once we got over the shock of the arm
shock
and
of
the
the
skin,
skin,
it was
and
like,
then-
okay, now you smell it smell like cat piss. I'm like, did he piss? Is he pissing or did the cat? I was like,
because
this-
he was also like a big man.
Yeah.
So like
So he could have been the one
he
pissing.
could have been the one.
But it didn't smell like fucking human urine smells strong. That smelled like
Yeah.
like, I
Kinda
know a
like
lady-
all he has is Tahitian treat.
I know, but I know a lady who had
You smell
thousands
her
of
pee?
cats and
Oh.
thousands of cats that pissed, and it smelled like that.
Okay.
It smelled like a cat been pissing in that car.
Yeah.
On top of the skin.
Yeah.
And the whole time we were riding, I was looking at your leg because it was too close to his arm, and I was just like, you better not fucking get your leg on that
Don't
shit.
get your leg on that arm. Yeah, man. You know, in this time, people are worried about traveling somewhere to get the COVID, but who knows what you're gonna get with the PP skin man. You know, like we could 10 years from now, they're gonna be like, hey, what, did you get an Uber ride from the PP skin man
Oh,
in
yeah.
2022? Like, yeah, and he's like, well, you got this.
You got
Like,
emphysema from them on the skin you fucking
Yeah.
inhaled in a.
Oh man.
And then we had another driver, and it was a Tesla.
Oh yeah, the Tesla man. Yeah.
The Tesla man.
My first time in an electric car, B, a Tesla, just in general.
Yeah, and he
And I
was a
banged my
weirdo,
head
too.
so hard on the ceiling when
Yeah.
I got in because.
Well,
of
you gotta
the
watch
back-
that.
Yeah, no, but
I don't have to worry about that. I'm shorter.
yeah,
but
I
you-
feel like I'm not tall enough to bang my head on things,
But in a Tesla, you
but it
are.
happens all the time.
So you
Even the
gotta
car
watch
that
it.
we have, like the corner of the door hits me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you tall enough
Yeah, I
to
guess
hit
so.
your head on shit. But this guy says, you guys ever been in a Tesla
He's
before?
like he said he picked us up from the Glass Knife.
Mm-hmm.
And that place with the amazing creme brulee donut with
The
the
amazing desserts.
the glass sugar on the top of.
Oh, their desserts was next level.
Oh man,
I got
So good.
pictures of it.
Yeah, I want to go back there just to go there.
Just to take another picture of them
Yeah.
damn desserts.
You don't even want to try it.
I
take
just
a
want to
picture
look
of
at it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. He said, "So, first time in a Tesla." Well,
Yeah, he
first
said-
of all, we messed up somehow because he kind of was antsy to talk, and then we said we were from Maine, and he said that he goes up here.
But
comes
he
up
was
here
the
once
one
a year.
asking us. We
Yeah.
were quiet. We
know.
wasn't like, but he
Yeah.
was just like one question at a time.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Where you from?" Then we said Maine. And
And then
he was like, "Oh,
he
yeah."
was
I've
off
been
to the
up-
races after
Yeah,
that.
that was it.
He's like, oh, I go there up there once a year, blah blah blah. And then he's like, you guys ever been in a Tesla before?
He's like, "You have any questions?"
He's like-
No.
And then he's telling us that he used to work at SpaceX.
I'm like, so now you just drive Tesla,
no,
Uber?
No, you just drive
I
Uber.
was like,
telling
see,
pe- are
people
you
be lying on their resume and shit.
like what were you doing at SpaceX? Like I don't know.
He was probably a fucking janitor and
Yeah,
got a
he's a
Tesla
janitor.
he still got part of the fucking package.
Maybe.
Because he's like, I mean, it made sense. Like what he was talking about, you could tell he probably got it in some type of situation. Like, oh, I
Uh-huh. Yeah.
worked for this and I got this and I could have this virgin, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But it's like, how did you go from that to this?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And what else do you do?
Right.
Do you do this full time? Because you
No,
seem
he just-
pretty.
He said he just does like a couple trips a day, and it's kind of just.
Then you go to
something
SpaceX after that?
Yeah. Well, he used to work at SpaceX. I don't know what he does now.
Yeah, we should have got more in detail with that.
Yeah.
So why you leave SpaceX?
Yeah.
Since we talking about a damn Tesla so much.
But he showed us the auto drive. He's like, it's still in beta right now, but because I used to work for SpaceX, I get a free trial. and he's like, the flashing yellow lights kind of mess up the auto drive. And like, he's like, you just have to have your hand on the wheel, but it drives itself. And then like, he's like, I don't know, this is cool, I guess.
Yeah,
But-
Elon Musk was just telling a story saying somebody fell asleep driving a Tesla and then they sued him for it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're not supposed to fall asleep driving it.
You're not supposed to fall asleep.
And just
We'll-
let the whole
we-
car do everything
Right.
for you.
Yeah, I mean but isn't that the point? That's the end game.
That's kind of what they advertise it as.
Right.
But come on now.
Okay, so I'm just supposed to sit in the car and then just let it drive for me, but I still have to be alert.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
It don't. But you the dumbass.
Uh-huh.
And I forgot, it's some other part of that story. That person might have been drunk or something.
Right.
But I believe he had to pay the guy out for it. He either won or I'm not sure if he won or lost, but he was just talking about a couple ridiculous lawsuits he's got.
He's
with
like,
Tesla.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 3 Twitter handles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be good. That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you guys for coming back and listening to another episode. I know it's been a while since we've been on here, but we're gonna get back to the normal schedule. If you have any questions or suggestions, please hit us up at sweetgravypod@gmail.com. Oh shit, I forgot the whole thing. Oh, and you can also watch us on all the streaming platforms.
Thank you. Bye-bye.